What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron 4. We're playing as Fuckin Finland. Last episode we were continuing the drive down towards Moscow here. And we're trying to make moves in conjunction with our buddies, the Germans here. And the Germans currently experiencing a ton of problems, right? You can see the Western Front here, Italy being smushed from the Western Front as well. Somehow, North Africa continues to hold out for the Italians, even though things are looking pretty grim for the Axis at this time. And so we're trying to rush over towards Moscow to see if we can't get the Soviets to capitulate. They're 34% towards capitulation. Unfortunately, the Germans are 56% towards capitulation. So before starting a new campaign, we've decided to fight this one out to the bitter end. And so it looks like that may be coming soon. I just enjoy trying to grow Finland as much as possible and feeling somewhat successful about that, right? Okay, so we've unpaused it here. Oh, we've got an air wing with no mission now. This one in the Baltic states has been completely decimated. So you can see here, they've got those 600 bombers now. I've got 18 fighters out in the Baltic Sea that we're going to go ahead and remove as well. We did have to move away from the Fighter 3 production altogether just to reinforce our lines, right? Producing out those medium tank 3s now with a total need of 131. So my tank divisions now are going to be a little bit stronger, I would say. I've told Turquoise Group here to continue driving down towards Moscow as much as possible. These two divisions mounting that attack now. It does look like I've got some help, at least from the Italians this way, which is good. And then you can also see we're mounting a defensive struggle here towards the north. This guy is basically resupplied and can probably move forward and attack. That's pretty good. I love seeing that green 60 there. Up this way now. Coming up on another Yaroslav here, another city for us. Sorry about that. Just got a text. So that's going to show at a green 77 right off the bat. So the Soviet line's looking a little soft, to be honest. Surprising, right? Constructions-wise, we're working on the new military factories now. Reinforcements needed up at the front. Of course, you've got the manpower there. Support equipment, towed artillery, motorized, and those medium tanks finally. Heavy Cruiser 4 is done researching. So before I forget, let's actually go ahead and switch that production over to the Heavy Cruiser 4. Just so we'll get the latest and greatest here going forward. We do need to pick a new research as well, so I think I'm going to shy away from the naval stuff for the time being. We have all the land doctrines possible. It is March of 1945, so we are working on that modern tank as well. We've got all of our new support units, including the logistics company that are trying to roll out for us. Still March of 1945, so still a little early for the Night Vision 2 there. Working on that close air support level 3. Okay, I tell you what. Trade-wise, what are we needing? We need steel. And, of course, oil. We have a surplus, as well as aluminum. We have a surplus. Small need for rubber there. We do have a surplus of the chromium as well. So, just because we have that steel shortage, I want to go to excavation 1 there at 190 days, which will look good for us. Back to the production now, or sorry, construction. Got those 11 civilian factories working on that next, military factory, and I want to tell him to queue up a couple more military factories like that. Nice. So we'll move all of these up towards the top. I'm actually going to move this civilian factory up towards the top as well. And he's almost repaired out. Where are we? Harju. That's my only place of resistance right now is Murmansk. So I think that makes sense. We grab the civilian factory really quickly, and then we plug back into the military factory production, which just sort of started out there. So that's looking good. Okay. Unpause it yet again. Seeing some good green numbers over here. So this guy, actually, why don't you go ahead and just attack right there for me? These two divisions, I actually want to keep moving you down towards Moscow like this. We just need to cap it, right? Major points for us if we cap it. I've got those two divisions now trying to survive their counterattack. Getting bombed as well by their strategic bombers there. Okay, so more of a pocket opening up for us now. And you can also see, let's see here, these two divisions continue to move you forward like this. Hopefully they're not cut off. Maybe it was dumb to move one or both, but they're at least going to crush in that advance for us. And then meanwhile, we've got this other division up here towards the north trying to storm down as well. Okay. Showing a 93 now for that counterattack, and one of you post up right there just to make sure we don't get cut off. Logistics Company 2 is finished. So let's swing around immediately and go into Logistics Company 3 there. New military factories, 4 of them to be exact. Nice. I'll give 1 to the support equipment there. I'll give 2 to the tank production. And then I'll give an extra 1 here to the infantry equipment production, right? Just to help and get further supplies there to our front lines. Okay, we are on the doorstep of Moscow at this point, which is pretty ridiculous. Let's have you join in this fight, and you're going to come in as well. So we'll have at least 3 divisions there that we could try and invade Moscow with. Let's go, let's go. Let's move this down to a level 3 right now. The game running pretty choppy, as there's tons and tons and tons of stuff going on right in the middle of the Russian winter as well. Okay. Things looking pretty good over this way. Tons of air power above me as well. Any new military factories that we do complete out, I'm going to shove them directly into production of fighters. Okay, nice. Infantry now moving towards Moscow. Showing in a green 81. It looks like we will be successful. I'm going to tell Red Group to mount attacks too across the line. See if they can help drive forward even further. I love to see that. A green 87 now, 86. It's teeter-tottering back and forth. This guy made a move, and that did not go well, so I'm going to tell him to chill it out real quick. This one division here can actually take care of that himself. This guy can go ahead and advance and dig in. New military factory now. So, we've got the fighter MK1s, so we'll spin that up. Here we go. Got 1 factory back into you now. Total need of 22. So that's going to take a while for that efficiency to grow for us. Oh, I got a bunch more military factories. So we'll put 5 there into the Fighter 3 production. That still leaves me with another 2. So I'll give 1 to the supply, or the support equipment. And I'll give 1 to the infantry equipment there. I think that looks good. Did we cap Moscow? We captured Moscow. We captured Moscow. Alright, let's see what that did to the Soviet Union's capitulation percentage, because they were at like 34% before. And now showing at, what is this? 44%. So that only helped us by about a margin of 10% there. So I think it makes sense then to tell Red Group, we'll give you a new offensive line order to look something like this. Just drive down towards that for us, okay? So they need to prepare for that for a little bit. And then we'll just continue driving south and see if we can't encircle anybody. So, for example, we'll take this guy like this. That one other division is going to stay in Moscow for the time being, just to watch things for us. Still in need of aluminum, tungsten, etc. Constructions-wise, we have a ton of civilian factories now. So tungsten, let's get enough of you. Rubber, we do need the rubber. Brazil has a little bit of it. Those deliveries are actually going to make it to us, which is important. Steel, we're good. Where else? I need a little bit more oil as well. I can buy another one from the Romanians there. Oh, whoops. So increase there. Okay, filled the oil need. So now all we're missing is just a tiny, teeny bit of rubber. Oh, and aluminum, I guess. What happened with aluminum, though? Still needed 15. So let's buy one more from you. Oh, we could buy some from Hungary as well. There we go. Surplus of 1 now for aluminum. And constructions-wise, how many? We're showing at 22 civilian factories left, so that's good. Okay. Now, swinging attention back over this way. Red group there, engaged in some combat. This plan value is said risky. So some divisions are not quite in position yet. Down to 256k now in manpower. Can we start driving further this way? Not really. Okay. Stalingrad is the new capital of the Soviet Union. Alright, so Teal Group actually made it to their destination as well. So your offensive line is going to look something like this. Just continue driving down towards Gorky for me. Okay, so they're going to have to plan that out. This plan value is showing to be positive. So, okay, everyone is on the offensive now. Nice. Red group, you're not quite ready to go yet. Inferior enemy, though, that's the problem, is you can miss out if you don't just go ahead and go for it. How are things looking back up here in Norway? Good. The gap is still plugged for us. We're also working on that coup in Sweden. It's about to pop off. 14th of April, so 2 more days. And that'll be ready for us. Oh, I've got 4 more divisions over here as well. That's pretty sweet. The militias, right? So, that's right. They are guarding Leningrad there. Greater Finland succeeded to stage a coup in Sweden. The fire of revolution now burns. Cool. Alright, let's see how that goes for them. Yeah. It doesn't look good, I can tell you that much. Can we send them some... Can we send you guys some... Start Lend-Lease, boost party popularity, etc. They only have like 3 divisions. That's not going to go very well. Yugoslavia has capitulated. That works towards our favor. So Italy, Svea Reich joined the Reich. Italy actually taking care of Yugoslavia there, which is a pleasant surprise. Poland has joined Sweden as our enemy in the German-Polish War. Where is Poland? Oh yeah, they exist now again, right here in Poznan. Don't understand why they're not making better moves to push forward there. German Reich has called Svea Reich as our ally in the German War. Very good. Okay. Still showing favorability for both Turquoise Group and Red Group now as they continue to drive towards their goals. And I'm seeing some green there across the front, which is great. The key is to keep moving it, right? To keep the Soviets on their toes because they vastly outnumber us. What is this guy doing? For some reason, he's moving right there. Okay, good. Smolensk there, 15 victory points. That'll be a big capture for us. Or for the Germans, rather. Oh, boy. Craziness, guys. Crazy. Tungsten somehow is not being delivered now. Okay. So does that mean I got a bunch of civilian factories back? I guess. Trade for tungsten. We need 10. Okay. Argentina has a bunch of that. So we'll trade with Argentina. Construction's now... Okay, still working on new military factories there. So we're going to max out the military factories once those start popping off for us. Showing a green 92 down here. So continuing to roll forward and make moves. Why don't you go something like this? Continue to roll down because we don't have any resistance right here right now. It's freaking amazing. Nice. So continuing to push forward. How are things looking back up here on this part of the line? Pretty good. Even though we've got a couple of attacks up here in the north that are not going so well. But the good news is we continue to move forward. So, what if I took you, for example? Okay. He's sort of running wild now. He's going to join that attack next to him. Showing at a green 62 now. And trying to move southwards past Moscow as well. Why wouldn't you just come like this way, dude? Take additional territory from our buddies. Smolensk, where is that? Did we take it? Yes, we did. So what is... That was worth 15 victory points. So 48% towards capitulation now. They just have so many victory points there in the Soviet Union. Insane. Insane in the membrane. Teal Group still showing favorability on their advance through the Soviet Union there. But the Germans not able to hold the Western Front just as we began the episode. So that's where we'll cut it, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and or comment if you've enjoyed my content. And we'll catch you next time.